The Weather Extreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Monday, the 23rd of November. I'm James Spann. Cold again tonight, but a warming trend. Headlines are forecast as we approach Thanksgiving. What about Iron Bowl Saturday? Things to talk about, as we always do here. So here we go. A very dry air mass in place across the deep south. The trough that brought the cold air well to the east. Temperatures below average. We should be in the lower 60s. This time of the year. Some spots only in the 40s. Decatur and Fort Payne at 48, Cullman 51, Birmingham 55. But later this week, we go well back up in the 60s. Around the nation, temperatures beginning to moderate up north. They still got a big snowpack over parts of Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan. They're only in the 30s, but they'll warm up later this week as that snow begins to melt off. On the watch warning map, frost advisories in effect for parts of southeast Alabama, South Georgia, the Florida Panhandle. Those are freeze warnings for the coastal Carolinas. And in the western states, see a lot of winter weather problems there. Winter storm watches and warnings up for parts of Montana, Idaho, California, and the mountains especially. Rain for the next 5 days. Not much for us. The bigger numbers well to the west. The bullseye continues to be on the Red River around Sherman, Denison, Texas, 4.6 inches there. In our state, we could see some rain over northwest Alabama, and this is valid through Saturday morning. The better chance will come after this period, Sunday and Monday of next week. And in the Pacific, a late season tropical system, tropical depression number 22. This thing has a good chance of becoming a hurricane later this week. Recurves, weakens, and some of the moisture from that could feed up into parts of Texas and the southern plain states at some point. We'll go through the dailies here. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at noon at 500 millibars. You can see the trough is lifted out. It's a zonal flow and a dry air mass. The sky will be sunny. We start the day around the freezing mark in the low 30s. Of course, the colder pockets go in the 20s, and the high will be around 60. Wednesday, we stay dry. Low 40s early in the day, the high in the lower 60s. And, of course, this is a huge travel day, Thanksgiving Eve. And, again, the east is in great shape. Birmingham to Boston, you're good. New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, no problems there. Some light rain showers possible from Dallas, Fort Worth up toward Omaha. And I guess the biggest problems continue to be the snow issues out in the western states and the mountains. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we're still dry. A chance we'll see mid-60s. The early morning low should be around 50, so very comfortable. Rain breaks out along a surface front from Texas to the Great Lakes. Much colder behind that, and again, snow continues in parts of Wyoming and some of the adjacent states. How about Black Friday? Pretty nasty-looking winter storm for the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, if this verifies. Very windy. Look at the tight gradient there around Denver. They'll need a high wind warning for that, and rain is likely from, again, Dallas up to Cleveland, but we're still dry and pretty mild with low to mid-60s likely. Iron Bowl Saturday, the 28th. Got ridging here, and that should kind of keep things north and west of us, big upper low over northern California. And you can see the GFS is showing a dry look here. We got a dry forecast now for the Iron Bowl. We'll keep it dry. We're expecting a high in the 60s. In fact, the GFS is printing 67 for Birmingham. That'll feel pretty good. Keeps the rain west of the state over Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. And again, nasty-looking winter weather for West Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, Colorado, and the Texas Panhandle, New Mexico. Sunday, rain begins to creep into the northern half of the state. We'll mention showers in the forecast. The high will probably drop in the 50s, and this is Monday of next week. Surface low north of us near Chicago with a trailing front, and again a chance of showers, maybe some thunder. That is not a severe weather look. This is the end of the forecast period, Thursday, December 3rd. That is not a cold look for the country. One trough has come off the Atlantic coast, and again, it's pretty chilly there, but nothing brutally cold for this time of the year. In fact, we'll take a look at numbers for the next 15 days. We rise up into the 60s later this week. And beyond that, as we get into December, looks like highs mostly in the 50s and lows in the upper 30s and low 40s. A little below average for that time of the year. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.